Welcome to another exciting day on Biztrends TV show. I'm Enyonam. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Biztrends TV show. This is the season 4 and is dubbed the Startup Guide edition. Biztrends is proudly brought to you by Vanguard Assurance. We always stand by you. Like I'm saying, we are in the New Year season. So, of course, you're still traveling, visiting friends, or expecting people to come to your home and visit you to celebrate the festive season. Remember to go to Vanguard Assurance and take one of the tailor-made policies that are waiting your arrival. Remember to call them on 0244334407. NEIP, National Entrepreneurship and Innovations Plan, is also reminding all startups who are looking for funds to expand their business that the second intake for you to write a brief proposal about your business. How viable is your idea? And you need government to help you or give you some funds to expand it. All you have to do is to visit our website www.neip.gov.gh and follow all the questionnaires that are there, answer them, and then you'll be called for training. After that, of course, you will get some funds to expand your business. Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited is also reminding all SME startups, investors who are here in Ghana, abroad, looking for a bigger platform to exhibit that product and services, looking forward to meet business partners. The International Trade Fair, that's the 23rd International Trade Fair, is happening and is dubbed and made in Ghana, globally accepted. Remember to call us on 0241-818-658 to register your business before the 28th of February to 11th March when that fair is happening. We have platform for you to exhibit your products. And also J&G Insurance Brokers, they are asking you that, look, nowadays insurance is good, yes, but if you don't know, you don't have much idea, you might go to take a policy that will not help you at the long run. So come to our offices. We will advise you per your business which of the policies is good for you. We'll get you your claim when you have an accident or when there is any risk that has occurred. Remember to call Dr. Gideon Amenyedo on 0244-333335. My hairdo and makeup is by Sam's Beauty Salon. She's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And hey, Leaf Tomato Paste also wouldn't let you be just like that. Remember this, your jollof and gravy and all the soups you're preparing in the house. Go to all supermarket, all mini malls, the market. Leaf Tomato Paste is everywhere. It gives you that delicious and natural taste you need to make your food delicious, and of course your husband and friends will be happy to eat your meal. So call SOA and go to Leaf Tomato Paste Company and then patronize, or if you want it in bulk, of course they'll deliver for you. Call them on 0240-003843. Today I brought my conversation to Ghana International Chamber of Commerce. Season 4 of Business Trends is dubbed the Startup Guide edition. Let me be your guide, tell you where the right networks, where the investment opportunities are, who and what will get you a partner to run your business and expand it. I'm hanging out today with the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Mark Badu Abuaje. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Before I engage him in a conversation, take a quick look at his profile. When I come back, the conversation begins. Take and stay.
Mr. Mark Badu Abuaje is the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Before taking the position of Chief Executive Officer in 2014, he served as the Head of Research and Training at the Chamber. Mr. Badu Abuaje also worked in the Strategic Planning and Research Risks Department of National Investment Bank Limited. He has worked as a part-time lecturer at Regent University College of Science and Technology and teaching assistant at both University of Ghana and University of Cape Coast. Mr. Badu Abuaje is an economist and an accountant.
All right, so welcome back from taking a quick look at the profile of my personality for today, Mr. Abuaje. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
hanging out with us.
Yeah, that is
on
fine.
Biztrends.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you
You're
too.
doing good work.
Thank you very much.
I think the staff will be very happy with you.
Right.
You're giving them all the information that they need. So Keep it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, so let's begin our conversation by you telling us more about the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and also your account of it as a Chief Executive Officer.
Well, the Chamber of Commerce actually was started operation over 250 years ago when our colonial masters were using it to facilitate their activities, their trade with Ghana. So we had chambers of commerce scattered all over the country, Takoradi, Kumasi, and all those things. But there wasn't proper coordination in what they were doing. Right. So after our independence, our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, thought it wise to bring all the chambers of commerce together so the private sector will have a stronger voice to engage government and also to provide business support services to the private sector. So an LI was set up, LI 611 of 1968. That was what was used to set up the chamber to promote and protect the interests of the private sector and to ensure prosperity and growth of businesses. And since 1968, I think we've been performing our duties creditably. We've created a number of platforms for businesses to grow, and we are still doing that. I think basically we are to provide business support services to businesses, irrespective of your size or your location, whether you are big or small. We have a space for you within the chamber, and we can benefit from whatever support services that we provide. So the chamber is there for businesses, and we continue to partner the private sector to make sure that they operate efficiently and profitably.
Very good. I also want to know, from where you sit as the Chief Executive Officer, what level of impact and growth would you say you have made in the space of entrepreneurship and startup businesses that are not just members, but also general business people?
Well, our activities, as I said, go beyond our membership. We were set up to help private sector businesses. Right. Whatever we do is for the entire private sector. So whatever contribution the private sector of Ghana have made towards the growth and development of Ghana, we also have a hand in it. In that, we say that the private sector is the engine of growth.
Yes.
And we are providing that support for that engine to operate efficiently.
Right.
If government should come out with a policy, sometimes it's very difficult for our SMEs and small businesses to understand, to know the advantages, to know the challenges within those policies. Yes. So we serve as an interface between government and the private sector. We also collate information from the private. If there are challenges for you as an individual, it will be extremely difficult for you to even walk to the Minister of Trade or Minister of Finance or even to the President to lodge your complaint. But if you come together as an association and with the chamber as the forefront, you're able to engage these major stakeholders. The minister, we have very close relation with the Minister of Trade. And on a daily basis, we had interaction with him. And then the economic management team, which are supposed to create the right environment for businesses in Ghana. We engage them quarterly. I mean, they listen to us. We share our complaints. We share our ideas, our policies, and how we can move the economy of Ghana forward. So individually is difficult, but when we come together, we are able to do. So whatever contribution the private sector had made to Ghana, we have a hand in it. The chamber has a hand in it. And I think that if you look at the employment sector, the private sector employs about 94% of the total labor force who are working. Even though government is the largest employer of the next, the other 6%, we provide that level of employment. And if you want to reduce the unemployment level, it's for everybody and for government to empower the private sector. If startups, if individual companies are expanding, just imagine they are all employing 10 people at a time. We will end up solving
it's all the unemployment we have in Ghana.
That we have in Ghana.
Excellent. I want to know that if a company wants to become a member of the chamber, what standard do I need to attain? What's the year of experience or working? How many employees do I need to have? What's my office size? I mean, what are the procedure do I need to attain before becoming a member of?
It's as simple as ABC.
Really?
Yes, very, very simple. What you need is to have a business that is registered with the Registrar General's Department. That is the basic thing you need. Then you pick up a form from the chamber. We have our team that will come and look at your location, whatever you are doing. And the reason is simple. We want to make sure that we work with credible people.
Yes.
There are always correspondence that we receive from foreign investors who are looking for people to partner with. and whoever we are referring to should be able to vouch for your credibility.
Yes.
So we come and see whether you are doing illegal work, and then we will register you.
Right.
If you look at our database, I think there is this perception that the chamber is for big companies. But if you look at our database, about 85 to 90% of our members are SMEs.
You don't say.
They are startups, small businesses, because we think that they need our support more than the multinationals. Multinationals, they have grown, they have their networks, they are big enough.
Right.
But the small businesses that are coming up, we need to hold their hands,
yes,
and move them through the trend, the difficult times, to where they will be independent. So if you look at our activities, you have advocacy. Advocacy is key. For every business person, what you need is the right environment. And the right environment is created by engaging the right people, the major duty bearers and stakeholders. So as a chamber, we advocate to make sure that the right business environment is created.
Right.
We are talking about interest rates. We've had a discussion with the Governor of Bank of Ghana, discussion with the banks. We are talking about exchange rate. We've had discussion with the Ministry of Finance, even foreign affairs, because of the foreign investors that come into
right.
every
so you're always engaging these key stakeholders. Right.
The Ministry of, to make sure that the right environment is
created for businesses.
Second,
to grow.
we also realize that most businesses lack what is called the capacity to manage their businesses. People may think that's only finance, but when you go into details, simple corporate governance, management issues, tax issues, they are all issues that
a lot of
startups and small businesses are
struggling
to understand. Right. So we create a platform, what we call the Chamber Business Clinic, where at a point in time we assemble experts in all these sectors, in finance, in tax, in corporate governance, and a startup or SME can walk in, and we actually link you to experts looking at the area that you have the difficulty. You tell the person your problem, they will diagnose it, and then they will offer a solution or advice to you. So then you may have a solution.
And all of this is for free because I'm a member?
Because you're a member, it's for free.
I see. Interesting.
Because you're a member, it's for free. Right. You also create a very wide network. And for business, what you need is a network. If you want to sell, you need a network. Yes. If you need an investor, you need a network. And then we provide that on daily basis. This year alone, we've had about close to over 30 countries coming here with businesses. If you organize business to business programs with them, where the business community in Ghana will meet the business community that are coming from other countries, and we'll be able to create JVs, collaborations, and partnership with other countries. They've seen the opportunities in Ghana, but they want to work with the private sector. Sometimes they are comfortable instead of going to the government. You also do research. If you have an area you want us to do a research, we can do that one for you. Market research to make sure that you get the right market people. We organize trade fairs, both inbound and outbound, to give opportunity to the business community to sell their products.
Interesting. You've been doing a lot. Viewers, you're still watching Biztrends TV show, the season 4. I'm Enyona. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, the conversation continues. Take and stay.
Tomato paste when I would eat. I don't want to leave tomato paste in Ghana. Ah!
Aha! This is what I call a Diane.
Secret name LEAP. Leap. Someone named Leap tomato paste. It was superb and palatable taste. Na esu biaso. There were large and small sizes for chop bars, restaurants, and infienfi.
For bulk purchase, contact 033-2095-314 or 050-141085.
Hello sir, this is Vanguard Assurance. We just got a notification of a fire outbreak at your premises. I want to assure you that the fire service has been notified and the Vanguard team has been dispatched and they'll be at your premises soon. Thank you, sir.
With the Vanguard Digital Fire Insurance, you need not to worry about getting a fire report. Vanguard will facilitate the processing of the fire report and speed up your claim process. No need for you to chase any fire report or fill any form to initiate your claim.
Switch to the Vanguard Digital Fire Insurance now. It's digital, it's fast, and very convenient.
Vanguard Assurance, 6th-time CIMG Hall of Fame insurer.
So welcome back from taking a quick look at that commercial break. It's still Biztrends TV show. I'm Enyuna. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter as Biztrends TV show. If you have any questions, any information, any inquiries, just share with us on our Facebook or any other social media and we'll respond to that. Remember, the show is proudly brought to you by Live to Mental Paste and Vanguard Assurance, J&G Insurance Brokers, Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited, NEIP. I'm hanging out with Mr. Abuaje and he's telling us more about the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and what are there for you to enjoy if you become a member. So, Mr. Abuaje, how often does the chamber engage in investment, trade, commerce, agriculture, trade fairs and seminars for business owners who are member of this chamber? How often do you do those things?
It's our daily activity.
Really?
A daily activity. As I speak with you, we have some business delegation being in Cairo for trade fair.
Okay.
This year we've had about inbound and outbound trade and investment, about 80 missions. We organize the business community. We've been to US this year and the AGUA program. In fact, we host the AGUA Trade Resource Center in Ghana. Okay. And we're building the capacity of the private sector to be able to export under AGUA. So any opportunity under AGUA, we make sure that our members participate in it. We have been in the UK Summit, Investment Summit. We were there. We've been to Korea. We've been to a number of countries just to create a platform, networking opportunity for our members to meet the right business people to do business with. And here, as I said, we've had about 30 different countries coming to Ghana. We've organized what is called business-to-business opportunities for them.
Through which practical steps is the chamber dedicated in helping the entrepreneurship growth among us startups or business owners in the country? You've made mention of the first and every other, but how dedicated are you to doing these things?
As I said, we have 80 to 90%, 85-90% of our members being SMEs and startups.
Right.
Next year, we're setting up the Chamber Business School.
Okay.
Which business, we know their peculiar situation. They can't go and sit at the university for 4 years.
No,
but
at all.
We run short courses for 3 days, 4 days, on various aspects of business management. You come in 3 days, you have a small certificate that will help you to grow your business. I think this will help the SMEs. In some instances where we realize that you need somebody to mentor you, we have members who are ready to do that. I mean, they have been through that system, been through the challenges, so they are be able to direct you. So they hold your hand, we take you to them, they advise you on what to do and what not to do if you want to grow your businesses. As I said, the network opportunity is also open, especially to the SMEs. We don't directly give money to our members, but we make sure that we create the platform for
avenues.
You. Yeah, the avenues for you. There are people who have the funding, they are looking for ideas to put their money into, and these investment opportunities are also there. In fact, we are a member of international organizations. We are a member of the International Chamber of Commerce and Industry, a member of the Pan-African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, of which the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry now holds the presidency. So our president is the president of the Pan-African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the all chambers of commerce and industry in Africa. The presidency is in Ghana.
Wow.
We're also a member of the Federation of West African Chambers of Commerce and Industry, of which we are the vice president. So this network is also available to you. For you to tap into. So within West Africa, we are a member of FEWASI. Within the whole world, we are a member of the IC International Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And these are the networking opportunities that we create for our members.
Right, viewers, so we are still hanging out with Mr. Mark Badu Abuaje, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So let's take a look at this video highlighting on some of the members of the chamber, what they have benefited over the years they became members of the chamber, and also why they are encouraging you, a startup, an SME. They said they have all those people as part of the members. I was assuming it's the big companies, but hey, we can also become members. Let's take a quick look at this video. When we come back, we'll wrap up the conversation. Stay and stay.
We have been part of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry since 2014. So that's about 5 years now. The chamber has given us significant exposure and mileage. Recall that we won 2 awards. Petrosol itself was adjudged the Oil and Gas OMC of the Year 2016. This was done in 2017, and then I was also adjudged the Young Entrepreneur of the Year. So these awards, especially given that these awards were held with the President of the Republic in attendance, it really gave us the mileage, the exposure, you know, the credibility that has helped. I mean, of course, we have always been working, doing our work, and you know, ensuring that we do the right thing. But when you get such external validation, especially coming from a chamber that has such reputation, we appreciate that. So to us, the chamber is very useful, and we have been very active in the chamber's activities.
So welcome back from taking a look at messages from some of the members of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I still have Mr. Badu Abuaje, the Chief Executive Officer, right here in my seat. Mr. Abuaje, you made me understand the basic thing to become a member is to legally register my business. However, if I become a member, do I get to receive any certificates? Is it renewable? Do I do any contributions? What are the meetings and every other thing that I need to know?
You get a certificate, membership certificate.
Okay.
We have at the moment 7 branches all over the country, and they meet monthly. So that also creates an opportunity, a networking opportunity for you every month.
Okay.
I mean, what we do is I even give the opportunity to tell the people around what you have, what you say, what the work that you are doing, and people that can work with you. But that membership certificate is for a year. Every year you have to renew it. And then once you renew it, you become a member in good standing, and you can enjoy the benefits, the numerous benefits that we provide to business. Right.
So viewers, I'm sure you're hearing it for yourself. If you become a member after a year, you have to renew and of course be in good standing, so that when all the foreign investors come around, they'll call you to be the one. Of course, if it's your line of business they are interested in. Up next is the J&G Insurance Brokers Tidbit. That's a startup guide corner brought to you by J&G Insurance Brokers. Take a look at that. When we come back, we'll wrap up on the conversation.
And you know, my claim is not covered by the insurance policy I arranged.
Parkwesi, I've always advised you to let J&G Insurance Brokers, the insurance professional, handle your insurance to avoid gaps. At J&G, we analyze your insurance needs, we arrange cover with the best insurer with a track record of prompt claims payment, and above all, we facilitate and negotiate your claims. Call Dr. Gideon Amenyedo, the CEO, on 0244 333335 or 0504 333335. You can also email him, Gideon, at jinginsurancebrokers.com or visit our website, jinginsurancebrokers.com.
Thank you very much, Ayunam. I'm calling Doctor right away.
At J&G Insurance Brokers, negotiating a great insurance deal is our business.
Welcome to Startup Corner, brought to you by courtesy of J&G Insurance Brokers. Today we want to look at the last important duty of an insurance broker. Insurance, as we mentioned previously, is a promise to pay claim. So claim is the reason for insurance. And whenever there's a claim, a lot of things are needed. Supporting documents are needed for the claim to be processed. Most times, it's difficult for an insurer to put together these documents because some are technical, some are accounting documents that has to be put together, some must be in form of a report. And if these documents do not come in time to the insurer, it's very, very difficult for your claim to be processed. Most times, We mentioned previously that a broker will help you screen which insurers pay claims promptly. But there are two aspects of the game. The insurer wants to pay claims promptly, but if you don't submit the required document to support your claim, it's very, very difficult for him to move ahead. So you need to fulfill your bargain. And that's the last aspect that J&J Insurance Brokers will help you with. We will not just ask you, bring document A, B, C, but we'll facilitate. We'll help you, be around and show you the format and help you to put them together. And we'll follow it up with the insurer, and after the insurer has seen them, etc., and have assessed liability, that they are liable, we'll sit and negotiate the claims with you. So in this case, you will really have the benefit of the insurance that you have taken. Now, insurance for entrepreneurs on Biztrends, when businesses are big and the insurance is big, really, there's always a second aspect of the insurance, which you call reinsurer. These reinsurers are very, very rigorous. The insurance company also needs to recover from the reinsurer. So if the documentation to support the claim is not readily available, it will make their work very difficult. And at times, because the claim is big, the reinsurers must even agree they will be part of the process for the work go. So a broker will not only mediate with the insurance company, but also link with that reinsurer, making sure that things are done correctly for you. Speak to J&J Insurance Brokers, and you will see that insurance really is a backbone, is a protector of your business. And whenever there's something that goes wrong, while people are wailing and crying for government to help, you'll be smiling because you have J&J giving you expert advice. Thank you very much. Call us on 0244 333335.
So welcome back from taking a look at the Startup Guide Corner brought to you by J&J Insurance Brokers. That was it about today's update. I still have Mr. Mark Badu Abuaje right here in my seat. Wrapping up on the conversation, if a startup is looking forward to becoming a member of this honorable chamber, what are your last words for the startup out there?
Well, let me say we appreciate what the small businesses are doing, the startups. And as I said, we were set up basically to help businesses, especially the startups. Right. So I will encourage all of them to join the chamber. I know the difficulties that they are going through, so we always come out with ways to help them resolve some of the difficulties. When you're outside, you wouldn't know. It's only when you come in and you join us and you tell us our problem, your problem, and then we'll be able to offer solutions to you. So if a startup are there, just walk into the World Trade Center, first floor. Right. That's where our head office is. You can come in and we will attend to you. We have a branch in Kumasi, a branch in Accra branch itself. We have Tema. We have WA representing the northern sector. We have Takoradi, Takwa. We have Cape Coast, so we are well spread, making sure that we get close to every business to make sure that they benefit from us. So work to us, and then we'll be able to offer all the support that you need to grow your business. Okay, so Mr. Badu Abuaje, from our sponsor, Lip Tomato Paste, we are presenting you this box of lip so that you give it to Mrs. Abuaje when she's wearing her gravy and jollof rice in the house, you know, so that she would use it, and then I'm sure you testify to it the next time I meet you. Sure. Yes, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Enyo Nam. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I believe you've been enlightened. You were excited about the conversation. You've learned a lot. If you didn't know, then the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has space for we SMEs and startups, not only the multi-million companies out there. Until next week, I'll come your way again with another powerful CEO to talk about his or her institution and what networks and investment opportunities are out there for you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm grateful.